Welcome back, everyone. Going into the fourth and final hour here of Court of Swords, week number 2. Adam, what's up?
Well, you are headed to the edge of the village. Now you've gotten excellent stealth rolls, and I think that on the way there, you skirt past a couple of the not quite dead, chewing on some random piece of rotting meat that they've discovered, maybe like a dead animal, something at the edge of the jungle. And you managed to get back to where you first entered the town. So you cross that stone bridge and make your way to the edge of the town. So when you reach the town's edge, Twee stops and turns to look back at the village. What do you do?
I just say, take as long as you need, and we walk off. I walk off to the side.
Okay.
I nod, and Valerie nods and just does the same.
I nod as well, and we just give her moment to herself.
Okay. All right. So she stands there for a little bit out in the heat, and she's like barefoot, right? Like they're just wearing like rags basically, and she's just standing on the road and stares out at the village, and then her brother like takes her hand and like kind of like pulls on her. And he says something to her like quietly. I think you're at a respectable distance, so you can't hear it. And then she turns and walks back over to you and kind of like awkwardly adjusts this like adult size like scimitar belt that she's got over her shoulder. And she's like, "Fine, let's go."
We continue walking down the road.
Yeah. Okay. So the closest town to here, like there are villages like this dotting up and down the river. If you follow the road upriver, it curves slightly away from the river, and there's like a marshy delta that'll be on your left as you're heading that way. About a week's travel from here, you'll come across a town called Sufontaine, and it's just like a little trading town. It's on a crossroad. But they have like a proper like temple there, and it's the biggest settlement in this part of the province. So that would be, I guess, your obvious place to go.
Okay. Is the elephant still there?
Yeah, that's the next thing that you come to.
Okay. Is it just decayed more?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, while we were stealthy about going around it the first time, I think we walk by it and don't really pay it too much attention. I would, at least for me. Like, we understand that. And maybe I'll ask Twee, like, do you know who would have done this? Or had reason to do this, perhaps?
She's just staring at it in horror. Like, she's her hand over her mouth and is just, like, shaking her head. She's, like, gone pale.
Did you know this?
Her brother is, like, starts to cry when he sees it.
So perhaps not. I shouldn't take the tusks.
What were you saying, Baron?
Did you know this animal?
She looks over at you and nods.
I know your people have great respect for this type of animal, and this must be hard to see for you.
Yeah, she's got tears in her eyes. She's not crying, but she's like scared.
I promise you, child, that we will find out who's responsible for this, and we will bring them to justice one day.
Yeah, she stares in horror at the dead elephant, or what's left of it, I guess.
I tell her too, I'm like,
rotting pile of viscera.
You are strong, stronger than most. Use this quality. Use it now, use it in your future.
just to try to comfort her because she's obviously shaken.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, so you just want to make as much time on the road as you can, heading to Sufontaine?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you head off down the road, and I think we like fade out on that and fade in on like that night. So do you stop to make camp? Where do you do that? What does that look like? What is your like camp situation?
I mean, I think it's just we go off the side of the road before if everything's still jungle, before the jungle turns into a jungle, and just make a camp. And then before we all go to sleep, I assume we're taking watches, but I make sure to snuff the fire out so that we're not seen from, both sides of the road or from the jungle.
Mm-hmm.
At least by normal eyes.
Yeah, so it's real hard to do, right? Because the jungle comes right up to the edge of the road, and like in some places there's like roots and stuff like sticking out into the road. There's some ancient remnants of the sort of past Empire's stone roads here, but mostly it's just like dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't really like go kind of into the jungle. The jungle just like encroaches on the road in most places. So you could stop just like in the middle of the road, or you could like hack your way into the jungle and like hang out in like the area of like some roots where 2 trees are, but there's not a lot of just kind of open terrain. Rather than what we imagine to be like a modern sort of forest where the trees are kind of evenly spaced, everything is all growing together.
Yeah, like super dense.
Yeah.
What time is it? And how far away are we from the town? Like,
Like days away.
Yeah, we gotta make
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I don't want to camp in the road. I feel like that's foolish.
Yeah, I mean, we can go into the
cover.
jungle and try to get a canopy camp.
Yeah.
Or at least have you guys sleep in the canopy and I'll be on the ground. So if something happens, or vice versa.
Yeah.
We could take watch while people.
What's in
sleep.
our Explorer? Like, we all have, what packs do they have? I'm just trying to figure out what our
We have
gear is.
Explorer packs on ours. So we have like
Okay.
bedrolls and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I guess that's what we're doing. We're just go into the jungle, try to fashion some sort of sleeping arrangements in the canopy, and have one staged on watch.
Yeah, that works.
However long that takes.
Okay.
Jaguar appears.
So you wanna press out into the jungle, climb up some trees, and try to like set up some kind of little like sleeping in the tree situation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Makeshift hammock, I guess.
You tell us what we need to roll for that.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult. Someone's going to need to make a survival roll to make that
I'm
happen.
gonna make a survival roll. Just
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Everyone's making survival?
No, just someone, and someone else can help.
Okay. I have it checked, so I don't know.
You? Yeah, me too.
Okay.
I only have a 1 though.
Me too. Yeah, it's the same. Either you or me. I don't care.
I have 3 skill in it.
Oh, okay. We'll help.
Okay.
We're helping Dan or
Okay.
Baron.
All right, here we go. Oh God.
Okay. All
That's a
right.
10.
So we have shitty
So-
fucking canopy.
So you head out into the jungle and try your best to make a place to sleep. You have to. I guess you have a torch, right? Like someone's lit a torch, so you can all see.
Right. So we can see,
Yeah.
but we don't sleep with that.
Lit a torch? Are you crazy?
Well, some people look. The hill folk can see in the dark, and so can you.
No,
but the
I'm
humans.
saying,
and
I'm
the-
saying I'm a human torch, motherfucker.
So yeah, like you illuminate a torch, you lead yourself out into the jungle. This jungle is quite marshy too. So like the road is on a high point. It's on a bit of a ridge, like an artificial ridge. And when you go into the jungle, it sinks, and so there's all of these like puddles of like. If anybody knew what malaria was, you would be afraid to get it because there's like mosquitoes everywhere, and you've waded out into the jungle. And you try to like climb up a tree, and it's difficult, and it ends up that like none of you get any sleep. Honestly, like. It's just not
Miserable night, yeah.
it's just a miserable night. So instead of getting sleep, everyone takes the first level of the exhausted condition. So exhaustion, to explain exhaustion to you, exhaustion is measured in 6 levels. The first level of exhaustion, until you can clear it, gives you disadvantage on all your ability checks. So ability checks are basically any time you use any of your skills, you have disadvantage because you're exhausted until you can sleep. If you can't get better sleep the next night, then you'll go up to level 2. Like each level of exhaustion gets worse. So your speed will drop. You'll get disadvantage of your attack rolls. Your hit points drop to half. You can't move, and then you die at the 6th level of
And
exhaustion.
where do we
So-
denote the exhaustion?
You can just note it on
Just wherever.
on wherever. There's no specific.
We have 1 level of exhaustion.
Yeah. You are exhausted at level 1. And it's just because you don't sleep, and the mosquitoes just like bother you all night. Somning like basically spends the whole night crying, which also keeps you awake. And despite that, Twee keeps like trying to like hum to him to like calm him down, and it has varying effects, but mostly he's awake all night. Dawn comes, and you don't you haven't really slept, but there's no activity, right? Nobody comes and finds you, nobody gets you.
So what is it? Sorry, real quick. What at exhaustion level 1?
You have
disadvantage.
Like you have disadvantage on all of your ability checks.
Shit.
Yeah,
that sucks.
Yeah. Now you can clear exhaustion by taking a long rest. There are some spells that can remove exhaustion, and they remove them by 1 level, provided you eat and drink. Oh, also, everybody mark you've used 1 ration, and I guess water might be an issue, but we can count that as your rations right now. So
just use 1 ration. Does it matter where to mark this?
Let's talk about how many rations everybody has. Does everyone have rations?
So.
I mean,
it'll be in your Explorer.
I couldn't find I think it's 10, I want to say.
Yeah, Explorer's Pack comes with 10 days of rations.
Okay, and we gave 1 set to...
Yeah, you gave 1 to them, so someone has 9.
Yeah, okay, I'll have 9.
You've all taken 1 rest, so it's another down. So Zafira has 8, and then the other 2 of you have 9 apiece.
Okay.
Technically,
however, the kids both need. The kids they're small enough. They're small enough that they can split a ration apiece. So who's going to feed the kids that first night?
Not me.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Well, I'm just being true to the like. I have a burglar's pack as opposed to explorers, which
right
in hindsight's not so smart. But so I have 5 days of rations as opposed to 10.
Okay.
Could be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, you can use survival to hunt, right? Like you're an outlander, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, okay. So in that case, rations shouldn't be a problem because Velimir. Let me read the description of your ability.
Mm-hmm.
If you spend your evenings out looking for food for the group, then no one has to worry about rations. I don't think, which would be nice for you.
Okay.
Outlander. In addition, you can find food and fresh water for yourself and up to 5 other people each day, provided the land offers berries, small game, water, and so forth. So it does.
Let's do that.
There you go. So, okay. So don't worry about rations, anybody. You can just...
Woo!
Yay.
So...
You should all be very happy that I was...
Velimir, what does that look like? Do you, are you out hunting? Do you set snares? What is your tactic for keeping everyone alive?
Yeah. As far as food, Velimir uses his rogue stealth to he sets up little tiny traps and stuff for small game and varying medium-sized game. And he kind of stays near the traps, staying very, very low and listens. When he hears them snap, he immediately uses his rapier and stabs them and then, roasts them a little bit and stuff. So they're all eating nice roast local game, whatever that may be in the jungle. I don't know. Perhaps I got a jaguar.
That's no. There are jungle like hares though. There are rabbits.
Yeah, I'm getting that. And so as far as water, I'm getting it from the canopy and stuff, and off the leaves and wherever I find it. Perhaps I find little local sources of I don't know, puddles that can be drank. But probably not because they're stagnant water. So mainly off of just the canopy itself, around from tree to tree and where it's collected.
So where did you learn your jungle survival techniques from? Is this something that you learned while you were training to be a magistrate, or is this from somewhere else?
This is before the magistrate. For a while, he wandered on his own after a pretty traumatic event happened in his life. Not going to get into detail just yet, but it kind of put him in a chaotic state of mind, and he didn't really want to be around people at all. Even fire genasi themselves sometimes tend to be lone wanderers, as a lot of people don't look on them favorably. You've seen.
Yeah, totally.
So he decided to just kind of wander and not really sure what he's looking for, but he had to survive for himself and fend for himself. So he kind of picked that up as he went about the lands exploring. Not really sure what he was searching for.
Cool. All right. So you use that skill to keep everybody fed, and despite the fact that you're all exhausted now, you at least did not starve. So that's nice.
Nice.
Yeah. So what's the plan? Just to get back to the road and carry on?
Yeah. If we do, we see like, does anyone pass us at all?
No. These roads aren't. They're not used very often. So I think that it's mostly, mostly quiet as you travel up the road.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of uncomfortable going because it's so hot.
I'm a soldier. I'm used to it.
Yeah, I mean you're fine, but you're traveling with 2 kids, and they're really slowing you down. Yeah, and I think that at one point the road starts to kind of like it starts to thin out a little bit, and the heavy trees start to give way to a more like marshy terrain.
Okay. And did we walk all through this already?
Yeah, you've definitely been this way.
Okay.
Yeah, you came from Sufontin on your way in. Yeah.
I motioned to the
So,
kid.
yeah, what's the general like? How's everybody doing as you're going along? Like the kids are like already miserable. They're walking like the dead, basically.
I think it like the first day or two, I'm treating it as if I'm like leading an army across or leading a battalion across.
Yeah.
And so it's just like march and just like everyone's keeping quiet and stuff. And then after a couple days, I realized that like we have 2 kids with us, and so maybe we take like stops to, I don't know, fucking tell stories or something, or ask them about like some things that happened in the town when they were younger, or tell us about your parents, blah blah blah.
Right, has been trying to keep the girl's spirits up, and also her brother, just because she realizes that she's the leader. So he's talking to her, like asking how you got to be so strong, like what happened to you, in her life. And he's also kind of teaching her like different ways to fling around the blade and stuff, and like kind of having her hone, her skills a little bit and stuff. Kind of trying to create a bond, even though she doesn't like him so much. He's just, trying to keep her distracted as he goes along.
And during downtimes, Baron continues to pray with the small boy whenever he takes a break. It form this sort of bond between him and the boy.
Cool. Okay. Baron, can you make a religion check for me?
Okay. 8.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the kid's still pretty pretty in his shell. He's hard to like. You talk to him, but he doesn't talk back. He seems to be like a bit in shock, right? Because he's just like farther away from his house than he's ever been, and he's quiet and seems like pretty distressed. But you're trying, and that's what counts.
I feel like this is what's that old 80s movie where it's Tom Selleck and like the 2 other guys taking care of the kid?
But two men and a baby.
Yeah, 2 men and a baby. Yeah, we're 3 men and a baby right now.
How many men are there and a baby?
Yeah.
What did she grab? A saber? Is that what she grabbed?
Scimitar.
Or scimitar, yeah. So I guess teaching her a little bit, proper stance with it, and to not cut herself, hold it the right way,
Okay. Why don't you make a persuasion check for me? Let's see if you can persuade her to open up a little to you.
Okay. Persuasion. Ooh, I have 0 in this. That'll be fun.
Good luck.
Please love me.
Dude, another 8.
Yeah, these kids they're closed off. You've taken them away from their home, and they're upset. And I think at one point, like as you're walking through, there's this like the route winds around some rocks. There's this wagon track that winds around some rocks. You come around a corner and you see there's a body lying on the ground in a pool of blood. I'll show you what you see. So you see this road. So road here. This is a dead body. It appears to be one of the soldiers that you saw before. They were in the town, and he has like about a dozen like arrows sticking at him, about yay long.
Jesus.
It's a crossbow bolt.
He's very dead. No, they're actually arrows. Like they have the long fletching. They're just small.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
Would I know from military training of what type of creature shoots these arrows?
You could take a look. You could move up and examine them.
Well, no. When we turn the corner, I stop everyone and get back behind the rock over here.
Okay.
And then the usual order of things is like, Belmir, you want to go look at the body and sneak your way up there and see what you can tell us? We'll stand
How
back
far
here.
away are we from the town, like distance-wise?
We're still days out, right?
From which town? You're days out from. You're 1 day away from the other town, and like another 5 days.
Belmir is reflecting back on hearing about the people that were, kind of came out of nowhere and just dwelled in the forests. And he mentions this, like, to the rest of the group.
Like, wasn't there a mention of you guys aware of these new people that dwell in the forests? You think it could be them or something different?
Possibly.
Well, look how many arrows. This is very excessive.
It could be anything.
Yeah.
I like that.
It could be anything. That's why we need to investigate and not scour and run to the body. Which is why
Yeah.
you're the best man for the task, Velabir.
Approach very cautiously because whatever was shot it could still be in the bushes.
Of course.
Looking at him like, like, all right. So I'm doing a stealth check, I would imagine.
Yeah. If you want to.
And we still have exhaustion. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
disadvantage on this check.
This is just affected what, -1 or just 1?
Unless you want to spend inspiration, if you have it, you can turn it into regular. But
Yeah,
you're-
nullify it.
Let's do the damn thing.
15.
okay, that's pretty good.
Not bad.
All right. Okay, so you stealthily approach the body. Now there isn't really any cover here, so tell me how you're. I mean, on the road, like you like move into the bushes, or
Well, hold on a second. There's something that's covering my thing. So the body's right there. Yeah, I guess he just slides into the bushes over here and is trying to use that as cover.
okay,
Trying to get his best look as he can without getting right out in the middle of the road, so that way people can't see.
okay, all right. So Velmir, you skulk through the bushes, like rattling them a little bit. The other two, you see Velmir disappear into the fronds of these things, and as you approach, you see this person, and they look like they were shot like kind of all at once. Like all the arrows are sticking out of one side of them.
Yeah.
And then they just fell down and like bled out, and they've just been like lying here.
That's all he sees?
Yeah, if you want to like stop to investigate, you could do that.
Nope, he's going back.
Okay. All right.
Well, here goes back and reports. Yeah.
Yeah, you come back. I assume you tell us the body and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you do, we are not in the position to fight. In fact, I would retrace our footsteps and get a good night's rest before we press on. Whatever is ahead or in these woods is very dangerous.
I agree as well. Still very strange. All of the arrows looked like they hit him at once. I did not want to investigate further as a result.
You said they're very small arrows.
So Zafira, while you're talking, something is like you feel you're turning to talk to Baron or something, and it feels like your cloak or something, your sleeve is like caught on something.
Yeah.
When you turn to look, you see that something that the boy's like pulling on your sleeve and like pointing at one of the bushes.
Classic.
Pointing over here.
Yeah. Where? Where'd you ping?
Oh, to the left of you.
Like over here? Whoops. Oh, I can't. Why is it not showing pings? Like right here?
Yeah, a little for that cluster of bushes.
Okay. When he says that, I look in the direction, but I don't say what. I don't respond to him. I just kind of like continue talking and passively look over there.
Okay.
Do I see what he's pointing at?
Make a perception check.
Disadvantage still. 3.
Oh, nope. You turn to look. And if you get Velimir and Baron's attention, they can roll as well.
Yeah, when I turn back around and say we're not alone. and I like motion with my head to that direction.
It's time of day right now.
It's still like pretty early on in the day.
Okay. Just get an idea of the lighting. Okay, so rolling perception.
Okay, I say quick prayer to temperance and cast guidance on myself.
Good call. Okay.
I don't do anything because whatever.
Please, Temperance, help us the fuck out right now.
All right, Velimir. So even with the okay,
Oh my
so,
god,
yeah.
man.
so here's what happens.
So Velimir is 17, Baron with a 4.
We're gonna roll initiative, and
Right.
the ambush is gonna happen. Velimir is gonna get to go on the first turn. The other two of you do not get to go.
Gotcha.
So let me just reveal. Let me reveal into you what must be revealed.
How many? How many?
Let's see here.
This is not going to be good.
Bloop. So
Fuck.
Oh god.
So there's a half dozen of these creatures that burst from the trees. They're little, somewhere between like they're small humans. They're like yay big, like 2 or 3 feet tall at most. Spindly. They have tails and horns, and they have a fur on their bodies. And they look a little bit like halfway between like a rat and a tiny crocodile. So these like long snouts and these yellow beady eyes, and then this like row of sharp teeth. And they are they're carrying they have daggers in their hands.
Daggers are D4s, I believe. So keep that in mind.
Yeah. And they burst out of the jungle foliage, shrieking. Whatever equivalent of their battle cry is. And let's roll for initiative.
And we're rolling a disadvantage on this shit, right?
Yes.
On everything?
Let me check if initiative is an ability check. I think that it is.
I think it's a dex check, right? It uses dex.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that it is.
All right, who wants to fail first?
I'll go first.
Okay, so just roll your initiative twice, and I'll adjust according.
Twice?
Yeah, because you're at disadvantage, so it's the lowest of the two.
So we got a 10 for Velimir, a 5
Out of
for
the 21
Baron,
that I rolled initially.
I know, right?
7
And
for me.
a 7. Okay, let me roll for these little nerds.
Fucking nerds.
Are you gonna roll individually?
No, they all roll on the same.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll sort this thing. Okay, so they go first. So they'll go. Velimir will get to go. Zafira and Baron, this is your turn to be like, oh shit, getting your like selves ready to fight, and then we'll start back at the initiative order.
Got it.
Okay, so let me pop out their character sheet here, and I will see what they do. So with these tiny little like bone and flint daggers in hand, they shriek and charge out of the bushes.
Okay.
And they will.
Oh shit! I didn't see that there was 5. I thought it was just 4.
They will run up.
This is fun. Surrounded on all sides.
Yeah, they're a little tricky to see because they're kind of the same color as the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
but,
there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can zoom in a little bit more so people
Yeah.
can probably see them.
Yeah, that's not gonna help. Yeah, check it out. This is what they look like.
There you go.
Only furrier than that. So they charge you and they kind of get you surrounded. They like come running up and they're like climbing up onto you, trying to stab you. Somning screams in fear, and Twee is like struggling to get the scimitar out of its sheath.
Fuck, these kids are gonna die.
So Velimir, let's attack you first. Now these creatures have an ability called pack tactics. So they have advantage. They have advantage on attack rolls against a creature as long as one of their friends is within 5 feet of that creature.
Well, let me look. Oh yeah, they sure got that.
So the first attack on Velimir, I have advantage.
Well, all attacks we're gonna have advantage, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
And you get a crit.
Okay, so the first dagger hit, Velimir, you take 5 damage.
Fuck! That's just one of them. They're all attacking me.
No, 2 of them are attacking you. The second one is also a hit
Rolls a 13.
for 5.
Are you down?
Yeah. I'm down. I'm already down.
So Velimir, before you get to react, but they're so fast they come like bursting out of the jungle, jump up on you, and just start knifing you and cackling, and you tumble to your knees, and everything goes white. Zafira, I get 3. I think 3 of them. These 3 will attack you.
All right.
So actually 2 on you and 1 on Baron. So here's the first one. Nope.
Miss. 15
And the
miss.
second one,
Another crit.
Oh,
24
2 crits
for
in one roll. Let's just in one
8
attack.
damage.
Okay. I'm at 6.
Okay, and then Baron, a miss.
All right,
All
Baron, you got to heal like a motherfucker. Although these things attack again, so we might just die here.
yeah. It's gonna be rough.
So Velimir,
Kids.
you are
Here's what I
at
taught you.
you're at 0.
0.
Yeah. And let me hold on one second. I'm gonna pop out. What's her face gets her scimitar out this turn, so I'm gonna roll initiative for her.
Fucking, if we get taken down with these little bitch ass forest creatures.
Okay, cool. So Velimir, can you make a death save, please, while I'm doing this?
How do I do that? What am I doing?
Just click death save, center of the screen next to your hit dice.
How much damage is a scimitar? D8.
Yes.
D8. Okay.
Death save. Here we go. What is it?
That is a fail.
1
All right,
failure, 3 failure, you die.
Yeah, I get
mark
that.
a failure.
If you roll a 1, it counts as 2 failures.
All right, let's see if I can find a person for her. Yeah, here we go. We'll use this as Twee. I'll make her smaller
We will
because
keep you safe. Don't worry. Oh, fuck.
don't worry, kid. Everything's gonna be great. All right. So this is Twee, and I'll roll initiative for her. All right, there we go. All right, so Velimir, good. Zafira, you can. We skip your turn because it's the first one. Baron, skip yours, and then the creatures get to go.
Uh-oh.
So these 2 are not going to keep. They're not going to keep knifing Velimir, but what they are going to do is they're going to drag Velimir.
Of course, there.
Into the jungle. Come here, you. So Velimir goes down, falls on
As
his
they
face.
sing "Welcome to the Jungle" by Guns N'
Are you upset, Adam, that we didn't follow your quest? Is that
Not at all. No, I can. Look, clearly, I can keep playing Dungeons and Dragons no matter where you go. So,
That's very clear, yeah.
so the creatures are like happily like cackling to themselves and just like dragging Velimir out into the foliage. Twee is gonna go.
Like a Charmander too. My flame goes out.
So brave Twee. She's gonna attack the one on this side.
Come on, girl.
Let's see.
Oh my god.
Twee gets a 12, so she hits and deals 1 damage.
on a
All right,
D8.
So with a shout, Twee finally like pulls the thing out, holding it in both hands, swings over her head, and digs the thing into one of the creature's backs. It makes a high-pitched rat-like squeaking noise, and then turns hissing at her.
Oh, she's targeted now.
Cool. Okay.
Velimir continues to be knocked out.
Velimir, can you make another death save, please?
Oh, Adam, it's a D6 instead of a D8. Sorry, I told you incorrectly.
Oh fuck.
It's a D6. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
I'll
So Velimir could die here.
Thank you.
With
If you roll a
with
1, yes, Velimir will vanish into the night.
Temperance. I'll take the moon.
Do you have inspiration right now?
No, I don't, because I used it before on a showy display of killing one person.
That's true. That's true.
All right, ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Okay, positive.
That's
One and one.
success. Yeah.
That's one success. Huh?
That is 1 success. You got 1 of each. Okay. So, Zafira, you can act. You are surrounded by tiny crocodile rat men. What are you going to do?
Fucking Goku stance it up. The winds fucking go crazy around me. Yeah. I turn and say, Baron, perhaps words from Temperance could help me here. And then I fucking like go to attack one of them. I go to attack the one that was already attacked.
The one that Twee is fighting, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and remember I'm rolling at disadvantage here.
No, you're not.
Oh.
It's not combat checks. It's only ability checks. So your combat is,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's
thank
good
God.
to know. That's good. to know,
that's like
too.
level 3 or 4.
Okay. All right.
yeah.
Here's the attack with the scimitar. 18,
Yep, you
Okay.
hit.
10.
Okay, 10 damage is more than enough to kill the thing, and it down it goes. So yeah, Twee has it distracted, right? So it turns and like hisses at her, and then how do you kill it? What do you do?
How big are these things?
Tiny. They're like yay big, 2 feet, 3 feet, maybe at most.
I think I like put it into its back and then just drag the thing and like fillet it in two.
Okay. Yeah, not hard.
And then like
Small.
then flip the scimitar around and turn to the other two with my shield out.
All right, Baron, what do you want to do?
All right. My healing word is a bonus action, so can I use that to heal and then cast a cantrip?
No, you can't cast 2 spells in the same turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in
But
but
you
you
could-
can attack.
Yeah, you could move, attack, and use your bonus action.
Don't let them pull me away.
That's too far. Okay. I will move. I will go ahead and move up to this one,
Okay.
and I will attack him with my hammer.
Okay.
It's my action.
Big damage.
Come on,
Fucking crit him.
come on, baby.
Oh, the 20.
20.
Fucking max
Okay.
damage.
Come on.
Arrow damage.
Oh.
3 damage. Not bad. So you just to be totally clear, your question about the spell, like you can't cast a proper spell. You can use a cantrip because cantrips don't count as spells for some asinine reason.
Mhm.
But that's how it works. It's if the spell is higher than cantrip level, you can't. Like if it's a proper spell, you can't cast it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'll use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on Zafira.
Sweet. Or on Zafira, if you cast it on Velimir, he'll wake up and kill him.
Okay. Then let's do Velimir then.
The thing. Hold on.
Wait,
The thing is that he's gonna stand up and then immediately face 2 attacks.
that's true.
That's true.
Well, he keeps his same initiative order. So yeah, he would wake up and they'd be like, "Oh, not done yet." Step.
And also, but it would reset his death saves, and it would
True.
keep those 2 guys near him.
No?
So it's really,
Zafira-
and I'm taking half damage of D4s, and I have 6 right now. So if they both roll max damage, I will die.
Okay.
Wait, no, that's not true. They cannot kill me this round with 2 of them there.
It's a good feeling, hey.
Yeah.
I can't be killed no matter how shit.
So
my
I would
roll is.
say get
Well, hold on,
Velimir
unless I crit.
Get him up.
unless he crits. The only
Yeah.
way he could kill me this round is if if one crits.
Oh,
I'm
God,
just
decisions.
putting everything in front of you.
Okay. Zafira, as a commander, what would you recommend? You get to decide.
I know I cannot tell you. The rules of metagaming extend that.
yeah, that's too meta.
I cannot tell you what to do here. You make the decision.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna
Sorry,
risk it, and
whatever.
we're gonna do Healing Word on Velimir.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll. Nice.
8.
Okay. So
Nice.
Velimir, the healing word of temperance gives you 8 hit points.
Fuck yeah!
So okay. So if both of them do max damage, Velimir goes down, or if one crits, Velimir goes down, and they both.
They're not
crit.
gonna. I'm gonna fuck them up.
Okay, now I'm just gonna eat those words probably.
Yeah. So the number of both reset your death saves because you recovered a hit point. You're above, and you like suddenly like come to, and these 2 cackling crocodile men are dragging you through the jungle, like giggling to themselves about how they're going to eat you. And now it's their turn. And when they realize, I think that's exactly what happens. Right? Like you wake up and you're still moving through the foliage, and one of them looks at you and like barks at the other one. The little kobold subtitles are like, "He's not dead." And the other one's like, "I thought you stabbed him." "I did. Stab him again." And so they both like start stabbing at you. So they will make their attacks. They're gonna try to make their meal calm down. Here's the first dagger attack. It's a hit.
Because they have advantage because there's 2.
Yeah, for 4.
Oh my god, it's happening.
And then here's the second one.
It's happening.
It's a miss. So
Oh,
the second one
thank
misses.
God. Thank fucking God.
Oh god.
So you immediately wake up, realize what's going on. They have this short conversation. One of them just plunges a knife into your chest.
He's like,
The other one
ah. It's like
the other
that
one
Jim
stabs you in your
Carrey in
armor.
Ace Ventura where he's just going like this in his legs.
Filthy rat.
And the other one is like, stab. And then it's like, stab harder. I am stabbing. And they're just like trying to stab you back to death. So that's their turn. The 2 that are over here, they're going to keep attacking Zafira, I think. So let's make that happen. This is a 1 on Zafira. A hit.
Okay.
For 6, cut in half, so you take 3.
Oh fuck, he gets +2, so I take 3. I have 3 HP left.
And then the second one, a hit
Hits.
for 5, rounded, cut in half, rounded down. So you take another 2.
So I have 1 HP.
Yeah. So these will just kind of like hacking away at
Still
you.
alive.
Still alive. Twee will move through the brush.
We fucking get him.
And
Get
move
him.
up. She's gonna swing her scimitar,
Come on, crit.
and she gets an 18, so she hits. For
Yeah.
6
Nice.
damage, and
Fuck yeah.
she kills one.
Thank God.
Way to go, Twee.
Yeah, so she comes up and just chops one's head off, and down it goes. Cool. All right, Velimir.
That training is that training I gave her. Okay.
So to get up, to stand, it's a move action that uses up half of your movement. So what's your movement? 30 feet?
Mm-hmm.
So it uses up 15 feet. So you have 15 more feet to move around if you need to.
So like I could move away from these dudes and then like get over here or something.
If you move away, they will
attack.
both get to attack you. Yeah.
Oh, oh yeah, fuck that shit.
Yeah, don't do that.
Unless you take your action to disengage. So you're probably better off just staying to fight them.
No, I'm gonna fight. All right, what do I got at my disposal? What do I know anything about these creatures? Like, I'm just trying to see if they have any weakness. Basically, fire and put it all like. Everything's
like so many carbon-based entities, their weakness is sharp objects being put
All right,
into.
let's just do a rapier then.
Yeah.
Do the rapier.
Rapier. All right, let me click it. Please, 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 please.
Oh, that's not as high.
That's the worst part about rolling the 2d20 at once. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
So
he rolled a 9.
You lunge out,
I would have had a
and
24.
they're too fast. They're just like moving around you, and you stab your rapier into a bush.
Great.
You still have 15 feet of movement if you want
I need to
to
update my.
do something with it, but
Yeah, but they can attack with both attack.
yeah, do not run away. They'll wreck you. All right, Zafira, it's your turn.
Yeah, I just want to attack this one right next to me.
Okay.
Scimitar roll 13.
13 is sufficient to hit. Yes.
5 damage.
All right. Well, it was softened up by Baron's hammer strike, so this blow ends the creature, and you continue your whirling and slash the thing, and it staggers back and dies.
Okay. Levitate is a spell that I need to cast, right? Like it uses an action.
It is an action. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
The funny thing about levitate too is that if you your sphere of attacks of opportunity count as like a 3D as well. So if you levitate something away from Velimir, he'll get an attack of opportunity on it if he hasn't used his bonus
Yeah.
action.
I wanted to do that to one of those, but we'll see how this turn goes.
Okay. Do you want to move? You can still move.
I have 1 HP. I would not. Well, I will. I move forward and look at Baron and say, "Touch me."
Touch me, Baron.
Touch me.
Told you not on the job.
So, Baron, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay.
So those 3 are dead. It's just the 2 of them by me now.
Yes, that's right.
It's not so bad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm definitely moving up next to this one.
Better.
All right.
Kill the shit out of him. Oh God, please.
Yeah, like if I miss though, they're gonna kill you.
I mean, that's there regardless. They might miss.
Yeah. I guess gotta go for the hammer and save the deal.
Already, right?
Say what?
I'm just asking about inspiration if he had it. I think he used it already.
Actually, I'm gonna use my inspiration for this.
Oh.
And I'm going to go ahead and Warhammer.
Oh, baby.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the fucking crit 24.
Good using that inspiration. I mean, you didn't need it to hit, but you definitely need it for the crit. So go ahead and roll. There's almost no chance you won't kill this thing. Oh yeah, you mess him up. He is
7 damage.
splattered by your hammer.
Hammer comes down with a splatter. I'm like, not today.
Awesome. So the remaining the remaining one, he looks up at you with hatred in his beady yellow eyes, and he'll make one last attempt to get rid of you, Velimir. Now he doesn't have advantage because he doesn't have his friends around anymore.
Oh, that's right.
So here's the attack.
Hey!
Win
Fucking
and
rolled a 1 or a 5 with +4.
We live in.
Without his friends here, he's of no use to
Fuck
anybody.
this motherfucker.
So Twee can go.
Get him, Twee. Get him.
Uh,
She got the distance for that?
she I think she just kind of stays where she is. She's gonna stay in
Scimitar.
she's gonna stay and protect her brother. Velimir,
Makes sense, yeah.
you get a chance to go. You want to do something?
Yeah, I do. Okay. I guess, yeah, with the rapier. Okay, so with rapier cannot be used. It's not an offhand weapon. We would cover that. Medium size.
Yeah, it's too
So
big.
if I opted with the short sword, but I can't like switch off mid
you
combat.
can do dagger and short sword. Yeah, and you can do it as part of a move action if you want.
I can?
Yep.
Okay, so dagger and short sword, and then I get 2 attacks.
Yeah. So let me see. It's a little weird the way these work.
I'm just curious what my options are, yeah.
Yeah. So if you like dual wield, if you use two weapon fighting, you can make 2 attacks. One of them just you don't add your full attack bonus to it. So let's see. 2 weapon fighting. When you take the attack action and attack with the light melee weapon you're holding in one hand, you can use a bonus action to attack with a different light melee weapon in the other hand. You don't add your ability modifier to the damage of the bonus attack unless it's negative. If either weapon is thrown, you can throw it instead of making a melee attack with it.
Okay. So I could go dagger and short sword?
Yes. Yeah. You could do a short sword attack as your main attack and then a dagger attack.
And then dagger attack. All right, let's do that.
Okay. All right.
What were you gonna say something?
No, go ahead and make your short sword attack just like normal.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you hit. Roll damage. Okay, so you deal 4. Cool. He's still alive. You slash at him with the short sword. Now go ahead and roll your attack with your dagger if you want to make that second attack. Yeah, you hit. Okay, and so the damage in this case is actually only 2 because you don't add the bonus for this one because you roll the d4 and you add 2.
Right, so it's 6.
So it's 6 total damage, which is enough to kill him. Yeah.
Fuck yeah! I'm just like flailing. It's not pretty. Velimir's just like, fuck you.
Awesome.
Fire igniting back up again as he's, just come up awoken from this spell of temperance.
Excellent. Cool. And then the fight is over. The little crocodilians are toast. They're dead.
I feel like I just got done fighting in real life just from sweating.
I did not think we were getting out of that one.
That looked horrible for a second.
Yeah.
I mean, when you immediately get hit for your full fucking 5 and 5, you're done, Velimir.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. All right. So let's see here.
I go over and I'm probably like bleeding profusely at this point, being at 1 HP, but I go over and make sure that Twee is like battle hard or not basically just how she's reacting from all this. I approach her and say like, "Are you all right, child?"
She's dropped her scimitar and is kneeling down next to Summoning, who's like shaking, and he's got his arms like folded in, and he's all pale, and she's like petting his head and being like saying to him like, "It's gonna be okay. It's okay. They're gone now."
Okay. Yeah, I want to just like make sure all the creatures are dead, so I just like stab them in the head just to make sure.
Yeah, I mean most of them are like bisected, so you're okay.
When that also when I say Baron, can we eat these things?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean you can make a nature roll if you want to take a guess at it. Sure.
All right. 12. I should know disadvantage of 4.
Yeah, totally. They're totally edible.
I'm not sure if it's safe. We should probably have Velimir go get food we recognize.
Fair enough. We need to camp immediately.
Yes.
What
we all
time
need
of
to
day is
rest.
it?
Still morning. Like you've only been on the road for like an hour.
All right. Given the circumstances, though, like that Velimir's injured and stuff, does that affect his ability? Like, is he stumbling around like?
I mean, you're a little exhausted. So.
Okay, but I can still hunt and whatever.
By the way, do these creatures have pockets and stuff to loot, or just?
Yeah, definitely.
What the fuck are these assholes?
Yeah, it's loot the bodies.
They stabbed the shit out of me. We're gonna get something out of it.
Come here, you fuckers. All right, let's see what they've got on them. Let's see. How many of them were there? There were 5.
5.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So they seem to have robbed people. They've robbed somebody before. You find 27 gold.
Nice.
27 gold, 31 copper, and 1 electrum.
What's that?
It's like a halfway between.
It's 50 silver piece.
Yeah, it's like 5 gold basically.
Velimir goes to loot the body, also of the soldier.
Yeah, you want to go check out the soldier's body? Okay. So he's got the same faded tattoo of the 23rd Legion that the other soldiers did, and he's armored the same way, but his weapons are missing. His like crossbow and his sword, his scimitar are missing.
You have anything else on him, or that's it?
That appears to be it.
Okay, I'd imagine they've already looted him. But...
Yeah, probably some of these coins are from him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just in case they were in hasty or,
Does this look like an okay place to make camp?
You tell me.
Is it still the same? Are we still on the road? This is still on the main road.
Yeah, you haven't moved along.
Okay.
We killed everyone in the immediate area. I mean, granted, we didn't make noise. But
the thing is that I turn and say, we had only just begun walking. It's very early morning. If we rest now, we'll wake up in the middle of the night, and that's even more treacherous to walk. We could take a short rest, and continue out throughout the day.
Rest is in order, given our circumstances. Also, fuck those stupid rats.
Okay.
And also, Velimir looks straight at Twee and says,
You did well back there.
She looks over at you and scowls, and she's like, "I don't need your approval."
Fuck you too.
I say, Velimir.
I can't. I have so much patience. I am not of temperance. Fuck this man.
the wick is only so long.
I turn and say, let us make camp right here. And I just like sit down right where I'm at and start like eating a ration in the middle of the road.
Like, that's it. All right. So you're taking is this a short rest or a long rest?
A short rest for an hour.
Okay. All right.
And I'll expend a hit die.
Okay.
Fucking Christ. I'm at 4 HP.
Okay.
So is there anything I can do to...
You can use a hit die.
Didn't I already use it earlier?
You get it back during a long rest.
You get it back every time you do
I got it. Okay. So, like, then... Whoop. Hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
I rolled a 4.
Velimir's
Or no, I'm
fine.
sorry. I rolled a 3 and Velimir rolled a 10.
Feeling great right now. Fucking Twee want to come at me with that sass again? I am ready to go.
So Twee, while y'all are resting, she takes these like crocodile creatures have like leather armor that they've crafted for themselves. and she's going around like pulling the armor off of them and like holding it up and trying to like she's fashioning herself a suit of like armor out of like the creature's armor and trying to like make something out of it. And at one point, I think she asks Bairn, she's like, "Do you have a sewing kit in your bag?"
I don't think I do, child.
She's like,
burglar's kit.
yeah.
There.
What's it? You can tell her no, she can't have it.
String.
Does the leather thing protect her or go on her arms?
Yeah, like she's trying to make like at the worst case scenario, she can make like bracers out of it or something.
Okay, yeah. Well, basically, what I tell her is like, you should cut the arms off so your range of movement is not restricted. At least that is how we fight in the army.
She nods.
Of course, I already knew that.
She gives you a dirty look.
Mode.
Yeah, totally.
Doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah. So she's trying to like make herself some armor. And her brother just like sits up on a rock and like tries not to be afraid for his life. Cool. Okay, so you take your short rest, and I think probably that's the scene that we fade out on, right? Is like the kid on the rock and Twee making this armor, and the rest of you like clearing some area that you can sit and relax in.
All right, cool stuff.
Yeah, we fade out.
We'll do our next show next Tuesday, 4:00 Eastern, as that is the official time and date. Not sure if Jeff will be joining us for next show, but it should be the week after that for sure. I need to check with him for a schedule and make sure all the audio gear is being delivered and all that stuff. So regardless, let's do some shout outs and call it a show. Dan, we'll start with you.
Again, thanks to JP and for having me on the show. Thank you for Adam for again awesome DMing, and Gassy for being my great companion during our quest. I'm Dan, known as DansGaming on Twitch. Everything of mine is /DansGaming. I'll be on like after this playing the new Batman game. Yeah, that's it about me.
Awesome stuff. That's twitch.tv/DansGaming right after this. Go check it out. Gassy, some shout outs, sir.
What's up? Velimir here. That tweet sucks. I hate her. That was a fun session. Thanks again, as always, Adam, for DMing, and all of you guys for being here. Twitch.tv/GassyMexican. Also do YouTube at everything is GassyMexican. I don't think I'll be streaming tonight. I might be. You can check out my Twitter if you want to, but eventually I'll probably be going through Batman, and there was something else that just released. What the hell was it?
Abzu,
right.
Underwater Journey.
Maybe some Overwatch in the near future too. But other than that, Variety Caster. And this is a dog, Malcolm. There you go. You can kind of see his face a little bit. I'm gonna tend to him. Thanks again. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. See you guys next time.
Awesome stuff. Adam, before we let you do shout outs, some XP, perhaps, maybe?
Yeah, because you take a short rest. So unfortunately, you have to divide it in 4 instead of 3.
We're gonna she's dead next episode.
Because to me, it's helping. Everybody gets another 31 experience.
Great. So we're at 113.
Nice. Making our way.
Is my maths correct?
Probably. I'm not going to try because I'm shit at mental math.
It's
So.
81
right.
plus whatever, 30.
131, is that what you said?
We're a third of the way there.
113.
113.
113. All right, you're doing it.
Adam, do some shout outs.
I would love to. So as always, we finished off the episode, and I've gone and made a Q&A thread over on the itmeJP subreddit. So go check that out if you have questions or feedback about the episode. And we will see you again next time for more Court of Swords. In the meantime, you can follow me on Twitter at skinnyghost, twitch.tv/skinnyghost. And I'm going to be away at Gen Con, as we mentioned at the beginning. So if you're going to Gen Con, you can come by the Burning Wheel booth and say hi. Please do. I love it. We'll see you back here as soon as I get back.
Awesome stuff. All right, guys. The next roleplay episode will be next Tuesday. Jesse is still in London town till the 4th. And, of course, as Adam just said, he's going to be at Gen Con. So we'll get Bounce Power rolling again next week. I'll do the rest of my shout-outs after we close out the stream. That's going to do it for Court of Swords, though. Thanks, everyone, listening here on Twitch, on YouTube as well, and, of course, on the MP3s for the Patreon pledges. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.